Dilip with the ball. The chase is to commence. 185 required. 184 being set by Team Unique. Rishal and Nile, the two batsmen on crease. The second wide. Did not reach the fielder, otherwise it could have been a setback straight at the start. Beating the batsman once again. Interesting first over. 2 wides, 1 missed opportunity. Beating the batsman on the second legitimate ball. Once again beaten by the bowler. A lot of expectations from him. He's a very promising batsman. This time though, let the ball alone. At the end of the first over, the score is 2 without loss, and 2 runs coming not off the bat but because of the 2 wide deliveries that the innings started with. Nile and Rishan, the 2 batsmen. Edged and taken. Team Unique breaks into a celebratory mode. They have managed the first breakthrough. Just the sort of start they wanted. Sachin, the new batsman. The team would expect him to live up to his name. Another wide. Third in the innings so far, and we're just into the second over. Brilliantly found the gap and would get 4 runs, much needed for. Late cut. Once again, Sachin at it. Would get another 4. Appeal, but the umpire not showing inclination to oblige the fielding team. With that, we see the end of the second over. Asian superstar are at 11 for the loss of 1 wicket. Sachin Shah, 8 runs from 5 balls. The new batsman. Brilliant timing. Rishan showing why he's touted so highly. Lean and tall, Rishan might remind many of Shubman Gill, promising under-19 batsman. Wide again, the fourth of the innings. In the air and would get 4 for it. Landed safe as it hopped towards the boundary. Follows a boundary with another one. Rishan Shah. So at the end of the third over, Asian superstar at 26 for 1. And courtesy the boundaries in the previous over, the run rate has gone up to 8.67. 15 runs coming off the previous over. Sohail Shah. And we were just wondering if a boundary is to come in this over. The batsman obliges. Glancing as he glances the shot. The ball was timed beautifully. The fielder could not reach it. Another 4. feet have begun moving, the shots have begun coming as well. Third back-to-back boundary. This time straight. Offside fielders now need to be alert. He's not going to spare any part of the ground. At the end of the fourth over, the score for Asian Superstar at 39 for 1, run rate 9.75, required run rate 9.12. For the first time in the innings, required run rate less than the current run rate. Rishan batting at 24 and Sachin at 9. Beautiful shot, just one run although. Played it late. Wanted to go for a single, but was restricted by the non-striker, and rightly so. And once again, a 4. Getting the runs with his proper cricketing strokes. Plenty of supporters for Rishan here. Around the commentary box as well. Who just want him to stick around. Because they believe if he stays around for long, the runs would definitely come. At the end of the fifth over, the score is 48 for 1. Just 1 over remaining of the power play. The required run rate still less than the current one. Required run rate at 9.13. Good fielding effort, but it is a boundary. He did dive full length, but could not collect the ball cleanly. Some confusion, it could result in a run out, but the fielder hesitant on that occasion. The two would chat about it. Coordination is so important. Appeal, the umpire not convinced, hinting that the ball had hit the bat. Has hit it hard, goes out of the ground in the adjacent one. And the call for the ball is on yet again. The umpire with a very peculiar way of signaling the wide, his own unique way. Beautiful shot once again. Dominant shot. Played it off the back foot for a single. Huge appeal. Huge appeal. The bowler trying to convince the umpire, but the umpire refuses to nudge. Wicketkeeper is absolutely livid. The entire bowling team was completely convinced. They are seeking the third umpire. They are absolutely convinced, beyond any doubt, that they had managed to scalp the wicket of Rishan. Despite the anger, frustration, the play would go on. "69 for 1 is what the Asian superstar are at the end of 7th over. Very handy 7th over, where the bowler gave away just 4 runs. Urvish, the bowler. And now, already with the new over, Sachin Shah batting on 29 from 17 deliveries. Rishan batting on 33 from 24 balls. Sneaking a quick single, realizing that there was no close-in fielder to field that one. Good thinking. The bowler trying to lure the batsman with his flight, tempting him to go for the big ones. At the end of the 8th over, the score for the Asian superstar is 72 for the loss of 1 wicket. The run rate at 9, required run rate, has moved up slightly to 9.42. Ashok Modi, great over by him, just 3 runs, In fact, the last 2 overs have been very economical, just allowing for 7 runs in these 2 overs. Meanwhile, another game in progress between DDPL 11 and GIA Gems. DDPL 11 managing to post a score of 148 for 8 and setting a target of 149. In response, GIA Gems at 10 for the loss of 1 wicket in 2.1 overs. Played it late for a single. In the air, fielder chasing it but would not get there. Rishan, some pressure was building up because of the drought of boundaries in the last few overs, but breaks the shackles with this 4. Has lifted it. The fielder will just watch and admire and allow it to go out of his reach. Came down the track, could not connect the bat with the ball. Such misses can be lethal. The wicketkeeper, though, was not in position. In the block hole, negotiated safely. Sweetly timed. The fielder, not quick enough to respond to it, had gotten onto the ball but could not grasp onto it. Rishan, meanwhile, adds another 4 runs to his score, which has gone on to be 48. He's just 2 runs away from getting on to his 50. Once again, just a punch, but manages to get a single. The timing in both the cases has been brilliant. Rishan goes on to 49 from 32 balls. Sachin Shah at 32 from 21 balls. At the end of the 9th over, the score is 90 for 1. Run rate pretty easy to calculate, 10 per over. The required run rate has come down to 8.64. And it is the previous over, the 9th over, that is to be credited for it because 18 runs were scored off it. Played it with soft hand but runs for a single. And meanwhile, Rishan brings up his 50. A well-made 50, well-deserved 50, and such an important 50, considering that the first wicket had fallen right at the beginning. It's hit in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. He would get it. Important wicket at a crucial juncture. The batsman, though, complaining that the ball was too high. The ball was full toss. The batsman not too happy. The batsman hinting that the ball was too high, full toss, that it should have been declared a no ball. Mukesh, the new batsman, on the strike. Ashok Modi with the ball. The ball taking the bottom edge of the bat. Wanted to create room for this one, but realized that it was going to be declared a wide delivery, so left it alone. Brilliant effort in the follow through, and he'll have to run back quickly. It might be tricky here. Umpire, though, believes that the batsman is in. Once again, we've seen plenty of times in this match the coordination between the batsmen not too good. Here again, it could have resulted in a wicket, and how crucial that could have been. So halfway through the innings, Asian superstars at 92 for 2. Previous over extremely fruitful from the point of Team Unique. They've just given away 2 runs in that over and have also picked up a wicket. Sachin Shah, the batsman who had to go the previous over. Mukesh Patel, the new batsman in. Rishan Shah batting on 50. Asian Superstar meanwhile need 93 runs from 60 ball, required run rate at 9.3. So not much distance between the required and the current run rate, because while the required run rate is 9.3, the current run rate is 9.2. Has hit it in the air. The fielder would not be able to get it too far away from him. One bounce and four. Appeal for leg before. But also appeal to create pressure on the umpire and the batsman. Flat this time around. 4 runs. Hundred up for Asian Superstars. They are batting at 101 for 2. 10.4 overs. The batsman was trying to create room for himself to play a cover drive, but missed the ball. This time again, trying for a cut, playing off his back foot, but missing the ball. And now, after the 11th over, Asian Superstar at 101 for 2. Required run rate 9.33. Current run rate 9.18. Mukesh Patel got a 4 in the previous over. The previous over counting for 9 runs. Rishan batting on 55 of just 35 balls. So Asian Superstars require 84 runs from 54 balls. A lot of power, not much of timing on that shot, and that is why I would just get single. Once again, lack of coordination as far as the second run was concerned, but they managed it anyhow. So with that, the 12th over comes to an end. 12th over bowled by Ashok Modi. Another tidy over, just 4 runs given away. Asian Superstars are at 105 for 2. Run rate coming down to 8.75. Rishan batting on 56. Mukesh on 7. Ashok Modi has been tidy throughout his spell. He's also taken a wicket. Just given away 9 runs. Asian Superstars now need 80 runs of 48 balls. It's in the air, but would be collected comfortably by the fielder. Does not land in a position from where he could have caught it. Coming down the ground, lifting it for a big hit. The fielders just standing and admiring it. Was trying to play it away from his body. Missed the line. This time though, allowing the ball to rest into the wicketkeeper's gloves. Has hit it hard. A flat 6. He had hit one on the offside. And this time around, another 6 following the previous one. Rishan has raced on to 68. Good comeback by the bowler. It has been an expensive over so far. Once again has hit it high. Another 6, the third 6 of the over. Stand and deliver this time around. But that brings 13th over to an end. 20 runs off it. And once again, the equation between the required run rate and current run rate being revised, with the current run rate at 9.62, more than the required one at 8.57. Rishan Shah has moved on to 74 of just 41 balls. He has hit 5 sixes, 3 of them in the previous over, and 9 fours. Asian Superstar needs 60 runs from 42 balls. Once again has lifted it. Fielder trying to come under it. But it lands in the dugout of his very own team, Asian Superstars, who are lauding that six. This time it was Mukesh Patel just carrying on from where Rishan left in the previous over. Once again, it goes high, and the fielder has no option but just to look and admire. Mid on, rather long on, long off, both the sides. He has registered his sixes. Once again, the fielder trying to come under it. He's taken it, but has he crossed the boundary? No, he is not. The batsman has to go back. Mukesh Patel has to go back. He had scored 2 sixes in that over. Was planning for the third, but was caught very close to the boundary. Asian Superstar losing their third wicket. The run rate, though, completely in control. They're moving at the rate of 10.2 per over. Misfielding. But makes up for it. Prevents the 4. And with that, the 14th over comes to an end. 13 runs scored in this over. A wicket lost of Mukesh Patel. Asian Superstars are at 138 for 3 with a run rate of 9.86. The required run rate completely in control currently with 7.83. Asian Superstars need 47 runs from 36 balls. Comes down the ground. The ball moves between the fielder's legs. With just 1 run. So the misfielding does not account for much. This time took the edge of his bat. The fielder fumbling near the boundary, and that would allow for the second to be comfortably completed. Hit it hard this time for a single. But would have to remain content with the single. Little bit of confusion in the middle, but the two batsmen would get on to the respective strikes eventually. Goes high up in the air, another six. With that, the 15th over comes to an end. Asian Superstars at 150 for 3. The run rate, again easy to calculate, 10 per over. The required run rate at comfortable 7 per over. They need 35 runs from 30 balls and have the 7 wickets in hands. Rishan Shah going strong at 77 from 45 balls. The wicketkeeper had to come on that occasion, as the throw could not be collected cleanly. They would not want to give anything by the way of extra anymore. Straight to the fielder, a comfortable single. Once again, huge appeal. But unlike the last time around, they would not allow for a single in between that appeal. Sixteenth over comes to a close. A neat and tidy over, just 5 runs given by Ashok Modi. In his 4-over spell, he has been extremely tidy and economical, and that is why he was brought back before the Asian Superstars had taken the initiative completely. Rishan Shah batting at 80. He's just taken 48 deliveries to reach there. Asian Superstars now need 30 from 24 balls. And with the sort of innings that Rishan has played so far, one definitely wishes that he gets the well-deserved century. We saw one yesterday as well, though this one coming in a chase with a wicket down early would mean much more. Another boundary. Rishan has been on fire. He moves on to 84 from 50 deliveries. You can't keep him quiet for long. But to win this match, Team Unique would have to ensure that they do. Bounces as it heads to the boundary. 164 for 3, 16.4 overs. Asian Superstars clearly at the driver's seat. The onus on Team Unique to do something. Nine. 21 runs required of 19 balls. Wide signal by the umpire. Rishan on 85. The man on strike is Vivek Dalal, 15 from 9 balls. So with that single, the 17th over comes to an end. 11 runs of the 17th over. Asian Superstar at 166 for 3. Run rate 9.76. Required run rate 6.33 because it's just 19 that is required of 18 balls. Rishan batting on 85 from 51 deliveries. Vivek Dayal batting on 16 of 10 balls. So Asian Superstars requiring 19 from 18 balls. Almost run a ball equation. They have 7 wickets in hands as well. Little bit of fumble in collecting the ball. Lifted it in the air and a brilliant catch. Spectacular catch. Just the sort of catch that was required to bring back the balance in favor of Team Unique. Asian Superstars were running away, but just the speed breaker that Team Unique wanted to put. Vivek Dayal has to walk back. 16 runs scored by him of 12 balls. Brilliant catch by Dhwanit. Sends him back. But Rishan is, and probably he's not enjoying the commentary as much. He's targeting the commentary box this time around. Four runs. And he had the commentary and scorers box running for covers. Another one, a brilliant six this time. 4-6. And Rishan has moved on to 95. Huge appeal. Heartbreak there. Rishan after a well-made 95. He certainly deserved a century for that effort. But cricket at times can be cruel. The opposing team too taking time out of their celebration to congratulate him. Got a feel for this young man. Contributing significantly. Wicket fell at the very start. Rishan keeping the innings together with a quick fire 95 from merely 54 balls. 11 fours, 6 sixes, strike rate of 175. And that is the reason why right now Asian superstars are shining like stars. But still the match with those 2 wickets has gotten really interesting. And that sees the end of the 18th over by Sohail Shah. He got 2 very important wickets, though he gave away 11 runs. Those 2 wickets could turn out to be the table turner. Asian superstar at 177 for 5. They require 8 runs from 12 balls. So might look like a comfortable chase. Sohail Shah in a spell has taken 3 wickets, given away 33 runs. 2 new batsmen on crease in Sumit and Deepak. Brilliant fielding. Gave it his all. And that brings the whole team to spirits. Some innovation on offer there, and the innovation would give him 4 runs as well. Just 4 runs remaining from 10 balls. This one is hit hard and they finish off in style. A win then for Asian Superstars. 5-wicket victory. Couple of wickets towards the end made it look tricky, but Asian Superstars romping home by 5 wickets. And the credit must be given to Rishan Shah. What an innings played by this young man. 95 runs from 54 deliveries. Held the innings together. Significant contributions also made by Sachin Shah. 32 runs from 22 balls. Mukesh Patil also contributing 20 from 18 deliveries. Vivek Dalal towards the end. And Deepak Patel ensuring that there were no hiccups towards the end with his 9 off 4 balls. Casting a glance at the bowling, Sohail Shah, the pick of the bowlers, picking up 3 wickets, slightly expensive, giving away 11 runs, 1 wicket each for Urvish and Ashok Modi. Ashok Modi, the most economical of all the bowlers, giving away just 3.5 run economy in his 4 overs. So in the end, we have finally seen a successful chase in the day. The 3 matches in the morning saw the teams chasing, faltering, but finally we find a team that decides to chase and wins the game.